I bet y'all wasn't expecting this.
Take your friends and let's spread the joy of the Lord.
Yeah. So I decided it's time to branch out. Welcome to the brand new podcast, Unmuted. All talks and all things gospel music, the industry, the genre, and everything attached to it. I'm your host, Joshua Robinson. I brought along some of my family. I can't even say friends. I mean, I could say friends, but we known each other for too long to just say we friends. We done ate at each other cookouts. We done been to each other parents' house. We know my mama know your daddy know my auntie. It's that type of situation. So introduce yourselves.
I am Nathaniel Williams. This is James Nathaniel Williams Jr. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. Okay. Newark stand up. Praise the Lord. Okay.
Okay, Brick City. I'm Simone Williams.
That's right.
Cosmmonae on Instagram,
Cosmmonae.
TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all the things.
Yeah.
973 as well. And
It's a fact. Yeah, so we here. So we gonna talk about a couple of things, but before we do that, let me cover this, right? I want to first talk about how I met you guys. I would say it was 2012 or 2013.
Yeah. Might be 2012. Yeah.
Jesus.
Not that I think about it. Yeah.
I was a freshman in high school in 2012. Yeah.
2012 for like ages ago.
Yeah, it does. It does. They said that was...
when we met?
Huh?
You was a freshman when we met?
Mm-hmm. I was a freshman, yep.
Definitely.
2012. Remember, they said the world was going to end in 2012.
Oh my gosh.
No man knows this.
No man knows.
Yeah.
Hour nor
But
the day.
nah, we met. I don't know if everybody remembers Kick. Do y'all remember Kick?
Yes.
The app? Well,
Gen Z don't
remember
know
Uvu?
about that.
yeah, I do remember Uvu.
I was using both of them.
Right, at the same time. Add my Uvu on Kick.
But Kick got fancy when they added Video Kick on there.
What?
You don't remember Video Kick?
Yeah.
You couldn't send videos on Kick at one point. You could only send pictures.
Yeah.
And then one day it was an external app that they added, Video Kick, and then you was able to send videos through
Times
Kick.
were so simple.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I must have got on late because I was.
A lot of apps start off with just still images only, and then they follow the template of moving on to having the capacity and the ability to do video. So I do remember those times.
Good
Yeah, me
times.
too.
It's almost
Definitely
like
back.
it wasn't even like your fault that we met.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. So I'm gonna tell a story because I'm taking too long to tell it. So back in those years, I had a gospel group that I actually sung with. It was two of my closest
you ain't
friends.
Gonna say the name?
Huh?
You gonna say the name?
You gotta let me get there. My boy Donovan Jones and my boy Justin Harris, we had a group. It was called the Sons of God.
Oh,
I'ma see. I'ma see if I can pull up a picture. I'm gonna put it up there for y'all. But yeah, so the Sons of God, we had a group, and I didn't want to play and sing. I've been a musician for this year will be 23 years I've been playing. That's a long it's just a long time.
It is.
That's the only thing I've been consistent with my entire life for that long. But yeah, so I had a group. I didn't want to play and sing, so I asked Donovan if he knew a keyboardist that kind of would like fit what we do. I didn't want nobody old to play for us, or somebody that was like significantly older. I wanted it to be young, fresh blood. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, so let's see if you know somebody. So he knew you, so I guess he hit you up.
Sure did.
And then, he reached out to you or whatever, and you was like, yeah, I'm with it. And then
Sent me the song and everything.
What was it, Sons of David?
The Sons of God.
Sons
Sons
of
of
God.
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 Yeah, so we started to prepare, and getting closer to the date, he was like, hey, bro, I don't think I could do the gig.
Oh, God.
I I was like, everything all right? And he was like, my dad don't know y'all.
I remember when you were 12, 13 years old, you got cats reaching out to you to do something, and you got a strict parent.
Yeah, it was case for that. But it's all right, though.
Not yet.
God had other plans. But it's all right. I ended up playing. But ever since then, though, we stayed connected and everything like that. And then as the years went by, you know, we just got closer. So, you know, this is the longest friendship I've ever had.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, this is the longest friendship I've ever had. You know, I'm
Yeah, I know.
I'm kind of funny with people. I'm not gonna lie. Pray for me, y'all. I'm funny. I'm working on it, but I can be funny sometimes. But you know,
we used to be on FaceTime, playing on our key. Well, actually, you used to call me on FaceTime. You remember because we used to share a room. It would be like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and you will FaceTime me. And you'd be like, "Sup, Doc?" Hey, sup, man? No, man. I'm like, yeah, I'm going back to sleep. It's too early, but that was the beginning of our.
Not to mention we had all that hair.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna get into that.
We have to drop some throwback pictures.
yeah, man. So we gonna talk about some things. So we gonna touch this topic very gently, but I just want to know, man. I have seen all over social media that this Druski skit has the church in a chokehold right now. So I just want to know how everybody, if you don't feel comfortable talking about it, you don't have to. We all have titles. We all have, you know, certain places. If you don't feel like, yeah, we don't feel like it's a safe space for you to do that, you know, I'm respectful of how everybody feels. If you don't want to expound, you don't have to. But I do want to know how everybody feels about the situation. I'll start. So, me, I saw the skit. I also have seen other Druski skits, and I think that, you know, I've seen funnier skits from Druski. But I don't necessarily think that the skit was his best. This, you know, that's not no shade or anything like that. But also, I didn't get the vibe that he disrespected God. You know, the way that people are saying that he did. I don't feel like he disrespected God in that skit. I feel like, if anything, you got to think. I don't take Druski as a church going person.
Right.
So, you know, I think also us church people have to kind of give the grace of that there is some not knowing, you know. And so most of the time when you talk to people, like, we have family members that don't go to church. I'm sure all of us do. And, you know, when we talk about certain things, you can tell when somebody's not privy to what goes on in those types of situations. But I don't think that he attacked God. I think, if anything, that's his comedic perspective of what he saw, both on social media and maybe in person. You know, because like that skit when he was flying in the sanctuary from the sky, he ain't come up with that.
No, he definitely didn't make that up.
Yeah, I did see that before.
You know, so I don't think that he took a stab at God. I think, but what do y'all think?
Well, I didn't even really get the chance to like watch it and analyze it. But was there anything in the video that is like controversial? Like, well, let me ask this: why is everyone in an uproar about it?
I was just gonna ask the same thing.
I didn't see it.
Because we grew up with a lot of like church mockery. If you think about it,
I was about to say
I'm not gonna name what, but you got plenty of comedians who church mock pastors, services, funerals, and so I think having social media now in 2026 versus back in the day when we was watching it as a play, it probably just, you know, obviously caused the uproar because now everybody has a place and a platform to voice their opinions about it.
Is it an uproar? Like I said, I didn't get to watch it, but from what it looked like he was imitating like the mega church kind of vibes. And
Yeah.
I've never been to a mega church. I'm used to just, medium size and below. A storefront, nothing crazy mega. That's what I'm used to. But was he trying to make a point? Like, is he calling out pastors that, if they say steal money or they're taking your money or preaching false stuff, have nice cars or wearing red bottoms? Well, he actually was wearing red bottoms.
He was.
Right?
He said I was wearing.
Like stuff like that. Like, was he just, making fun of it at the same time calling that out?
He was mocking them.
Yeah, he definitely was mocking them. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was. But like I say, I literally just thought about that. We grew up watching church mockery.
Yeah.
A lot of church mockery. If you really think about it, like I said, I'm not going to name specifics, but a lot of comedians, a lot of plays, movies, act this stuff out. What is the difference between what Druski did with his clip and us watching it in a play, or watching it
stand up
as a stand up? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or maybe there's an audience that hasn't seen that in the past.
True. I mean, we do got a new generation that's coming up behind us, but I would say we the OGs. So, like I said, we seen this. We've seen worse. OGs? Everybody's not an OG.
Nah.
You're absolutely right. But what Druski is doing or has done stirred the pot, but it's not new.
It's not new under the sun. That's a fact.
But I also know that he's been in a couple of gospel movies lately. Like
I seen that. I watched the a movie he was in. It was Jacqueline Carr was in the movie.
Yep.
Chloe Bailey was in the movie.
I watched that movie.
Yeah.
And that movie, I don't think
That was interesting, yo. That was
Yeah,
a,
it was-
that was an interesting movie.
I was like, I don't know if I even want to watch it.
I watched it, but I can't remember the name of it.
I
Yeah,
forgot
man,
the
I
name
forgot
of
the
it too. I'm gonna pull it up, but I forgot the name of the movie.
I
But
forgot he was in there.
I seen it. I'm not gonna lie. It was just funny seeing him in that setting.
Doing what he was doing, right?
Yeah, it was funny, like seeing Druski in the choir.
Oh, he was in the praise team.
He was in the he was singing
Yes.
with the praise team. I was like, oh,
And
okay.
if you watched Druski for years, it's kind of like,
It's like, what are you doing there, bro?
He just up here doing stuff.
Like, bro, what are you doing there? But nah, I mean, ultimately, everybody gonna have their opinion, and I respect. I'm one of those.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Okay.
I didn't even watch the whole thing,
Might have to
but I seen snippets of it.
I'm one of those people that, I try to see validity in everybody's point. And I think if you take it serious, if you take, church mock, like that really offends you, because it does really offend some people, but at the same time, the same people who get offended, I also feel like you can't be naive that some of that stuff actually does take place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't have room in my heart for
actually
offense.
Yeah, some of it does take place. There are pastors who, they're very money hungry.
Yeah,
You know.
unfortunately,
So
he's not making it up. Like we said,
Yeah.
he's not making it up.
nothing is new under the sun.
Nah.
It's just
The sun is bright.
You
too.
just speaking to a portion of things that happen in church that unfortunately people think that's worldwide,
Right.
and that they make it as the full image of the church. But we all know that there's a portion of that, and then there's a lot more churches that aren't like that.
Right.
So you just take what you can get.
And we would know. We was basically born in the vestibule. Okay. So
facts.
we would know it.
Yeah, man. So, I'm gonna segue to another topic. So, another controversial topic that I have, and I want everybody's answer. I'm gonna start with you, Nathaniel. Is listening to secular music as a Christian, is it a sin? Is it blasphemous? Is it, yeah.
Good question. I don't think it's a sin, but I always say just because it's a sin, just because it's not a sin, doesn't mean you really need to do it. Now, granted, not every secular song is bad. Like we sing "Happy Birthday."
Yeah, people be forgetting what secular is.
We sing happy anniversary. You got, these kids shows, Gracie's Corner and all this, because, all that stuff, I don't think there's any demonic activity attached to the, things like that. But, if you're someone like me, a musician and a preacher, whose ear is just super sensitive, your life is going to reflect what you listen to.
That's right.
And it's going to reflect in your playing. That's for the musicians out there. It's not a musicians podcast, I don't think, but I'm
everybody's
Talk to
listening.
it, preacher.
I'm just saying that you just gotta be real careful, because we finding out more and more now as things, the veil is being uncovered. Things are, we're discovering things. Everybody, not every artist has that, intention to just keep it, surface level. There's meanings behind so much that, I don't even know about that. I didn't even know existed. So for me, and it's also a part of how you grew up too. Now we all in the same household, right? We was all in the same household, You was able to get a little Jonas Brothers in there here and there.
Yeah, I had to sneak to listen to my stuff.
And I don't think the Jonas Brothers, if you watch, I don't think the Jonas Brothers is really crazy.
But I'm gonna speak on that too.
Oh, okay.
We love the Jonas Brothers.
I love them.
Waffle House.
I want to work with you guys one
Waffle
day.
House.
Love you, Nick.
Yeah, Waffle House. But I brought it up to say, like, for me, I didn't go against the rule in our house that you only had to listen to gospel music. I didn't really go against that, because I love gospel music. I love it to life. My introduction of secular music probably was like, Happy Feet.
Boogie Wonderland.
Something. Oh, what's that? Be like 7, 8 years old. I was probably even let us watch that.
That was my jam.
Go back. Stuff like that. And then my wife now, if I hear something in the store, I'm like, oh, okay. You know the song? Yeah, I do. You do? Yeah, Happy Feet.
Trina know every song that's
Shout
ever
out to
been.
Trina.
Shout out to my sis Trina. She couldn't be here today, but she knows every secular
She's
song
well-versed.
that ever written. I love Trina. yo.
She knows it. But even with that, I don't know if we have time to get into it.
Yeah, we
but
got time.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, right, me coming from that background and her coming from that background, now she wasn't like saved all her life, as opposed like someone like us was, coming up, maybe about 4, 5, 6 years old. They all started going to church, blah blah blah. But they still knew their stuff, and they were still listening to their stuff. So when I'm gonna just skip over to when it was wedding time. So wedding time, we're doing, what kind of music we gonna have? I'm like, we just gonna keep it gospel, and it kind of became a thing. And y'all know we don't argue. We're not that type of couple, but it kind of became a little tension because she loved her R&B. Oh, that Stevie Wonder, all
Goods.
Yeah,
The classics.
all the hits, Anita Baker, all that. But for me, I know who I am, and I know who she is and where she's going. And I don't want her to lose her witness just because you had this one song playing at your wedding reception, but you're supposed to be a woman of God. I'm supposed to be a man of God. We're supposed to come together as a union. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want her to lose her witness. So that became a thing, but we was able to work it out to where we got somebody that knew how to, make it fun. And when I say just gospel, I think she was thinking like she thought I was just gonna have like Albertina Walker or Timothy Wright. No disrespect to Timothy Wright, that's legends, but she thought I was gonna have like that type. I'm like, no, we could do Kirks, the Ties, the Marys, everything like that. I just didn't. And if you know me, I do. But like audience out there, if y'all know me, y'all know I don't be listening to all this stuff. Let's be real. Y'all know I'm not listening to all this stuff for real. So how would it look for me to all of a sudden have all of that at my wedding?
It wouldn't be true.
Exactly. Thank you. It wouldn't be true.
I respect that.
And for those that's gonna be there, I got bishops, pastors, people in leadership. You know, my family that's gonna be there, and all of a sudden I got.
And it being a blessing to your wedding.
Well, they're gonna be a blessing regardless.
But, hey, I
but
bet
like
you-
you said, it wouldn't be true. It would be opposite of
How I'm
who you
living.
are, who you believe in, how you live in.
And how I'm living.
I get
yeah.
that.
And I didn't want that negative effect on her because I know how she's living.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
They
get
may
it.
not know, but I know how she living. So, all in all, it's not a sin, but it's not always expedient.
I could speak to
Especially
that.
if you live in a consecrated life.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic.
I say this though, I bet you some of them secular classics, some of them bishops actually might know it. But go ahead.
Oh no, they know it. Oh, they for sure know it.
Some of the
Just
gospel
because we
classics
don't-
came from the secular songs.
We
And some
gonna
of the
we gonna get into all of
Just
that.
because, you know, folks that are living the Christian life don't listen to certain music don't mean they don't know it.
right.
Yeah.
They can very know, like me, you know, the same thing with, you know, the three of us growing up gospel household, and even to this day.
I just have a drink period though.
There were, but you know, I think in high school, I started gaining more knowledge of you know, a couple of ways of secular music, because I think sometimes you got to know what's going on with your generation, and me being, you know, young in ministry, I had to know what was going on. But other than that, I don't think it is a sin, quote unquote, a sin to listen to secular music. But there is certain music that can drive you to sin, that can pull you out of God's will and out of the lifestyle that He's requiring of you. Really, we all know that there are spirits behind music, and we really have to be careful. If you really truly serving the Lord, so it's point being clear. There's some certain things that, you know, listen to, you may have to either stop or you know, put a percentage on it. Now certain occasions probably, but I know for me, I'm very much 90-10. Not even 50-50, not even 40-60. It's more like 90-10. 99.999 times out of the time, I'm listening to my gospel music. You know, for me, being in ministry, I do my best to live by the scripture that says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So certain things that, you know, there's songs that I do like, that's being honest, but at the same token, there is a lifestyle that I have to uphold to. So I know I'm called to be different.
That's right. Say it again.
Even with people that are living a Christian lifestyle, I'm still called to be different. All things are, what's the scripture that says all things are lawful but not expedient. Sometimes secular music is not expedient.
Come on. You preaching, James. That's the offering plate.
So like clean, you know, and granted, there's a lot of secular music that's clean, straight up clean. Like I wish I could call some names that, you know, I don't mind listening to, but I'm gonna leave
But
it.
thank you for stating it.
I'm gonna leave it there. But
Yeah, absolutely.
at the end of the day, who do you serve? Who do you serve? Where is your heart predominantly?
Your devotion
is at. Where your heart is, well, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also.
Right.
So I'm gonna just say that it's technically not a sin, but we have to have, number one, we definitely, those of us that are living, you know, serving the Lord, we gotta have the Holy Ghost, because God will literally show you how to direct that, how to discern that. And then two is who do you really love? What you gonna hold on to?
Gotta add a comment.
Yeah.
I think you also have to be careful of more so what you listen to and what you allow in your spirit.
Can I speak on that?
Go ahead. I just want to make a comment, that's all.
So I agree with everything you guys say, and I am the prodigal child who didn't want to be so holy that was no worldly good, but I went nosedive into it. And that's my testimony. God pulled me out. I experienced so much supernatural things from music, people, movies, clothes, food, perfume, touching somebody, being in somebody's house. You wouldn't believe the amount of things that you open yourself up to. So music is definitely a strong one because it's frequency. Mm-hmm. And if you are trying to operate on God's frequency and you have his frequency inside you, the Holy Spirit, oil and water can't blend. Mm-hmm. So when I came out of the world, it was still a fight. It was a struggle. It was almost like the scales were removed from my eyes. I can't still be bopping my same old playlist because I need to be able to hear the Holy Spirit if he tells me to not go to that place or to get out of that lane or talk to that person because I'm filling my ear with money, sex, drugs, lust, perversion. And let's be honest, that's what it is. Yeah. I can't sit here and tell you I could listen to the stuff that I listened to before I rededicated my life because it doesn't add any good value to me. Yeah. So the reason why I don't is because I have to constantly stay on the God frequency, stay in tune with the Holy Spirit, not just with music. Music is actually a additive. Sometimes music, depending on what you listen to, even some gospel music, depending on what they were going through, their weight you can feel in the music. Absolutely. And it may not be a joyful, uplifting. It may be depression that they was going through. And as they're worshiping, you start to kind of feel like, hold on, like I didn't feel this weight before. And then vice versa. So music definitely, listening to secular music is not a sin. But James hit the nail on the head. Who do you love and who do you serve? And I'm looking for my reward. I don't want to leave this earth and get to heaven and God be like, depart from me, I know you're not. Whoa.
All because you just happen to
and they think right, and you think music is just a small thing, but that's the enemy uses small things to deceive us. Small things.
Well, he was over the music at some point.
Yeah.
He'll use what you like.
He'll use what you like, and he'll use what's popular. Yeah. It's always on our timelines. It's always trending in a 7-second video on TikTok. So you really got to guard your gates, your ear gates, your eye gates, your mouth gates, all the other gates. He's going to try to destroy and kill you in those areas. So
I don't think people realize it's that deep.
It is that deep.
That deep.
It is that deep.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry to say.
Let me say this too, because I feel like a lot of people, when it comes to gospel music, I feel like, traditional. Let me speak on traditional gospel, because I know gospel came about before we was even a twinkle of an eye,
right?
And our ancestors were even a twinkle of an eye. But traditional gospel, as we know it, that was created from a man named Thomas A. Dorsey. He was from Chicago. He was a blues musician.
Talk about it.
Yep.
And so when he created this traditional gospel, he used elements from blues, from jazz, from all of these different places and put it together. And so the standard of the church sound that we be looking for are all derivatives from these different genres.
Right.
And so at that point, I don't think it's a matter of the sound, because the sound is not, like, to be honest with you, gospel music in those times when, we talk about, like around when Christ was, doing his thing, I'm sure it didn't sound like what we're singing in these churches now. You
It's a
know,
fact.
Unfortunately, there's no.
It's a different
I was
culture.
actually doing research on that to see if there was any, evidence or anything of what music sounded like back in days of Christ, before Christ, because minstrels was appointed. I believe was Saul that's a family musician.
Yep, and he found David.
And have him play. He was smooth. His spirit was smooth. Demon. He was relieved of his feeling or whatever what he was going through. Yeah, you're right. What was played back then? Not sure if.
yeah,
But there is a sound.
there is a sound,
sound.
but the sound is taken from secular music.
So test the spirit by the spirit.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I feel you. But
Because even
then
some gospel music may not be.
it's not. But
Expedient.
listen, right? Because here's the thing. Hymns, those types of songs have gotten our ancestors through the hardest of times.
Right.
Slavery, that time period. But if blues and jazz had spirits that were attached to them that weren't, expedient, weren't, like talk about like New Orleans, for example. Shout outs to Nola. Word on the street is that, a lot of people who did, those types of things, they was playing with voodoo and all of that crazy stuff. These are the people who was also singing in jazz clubs. These were people who were writing these songs that, honestly, you want to know what's crazy about like music is that a lot of the older generations say that the songs from like this generation, like all of the rap and stuff, the lyrics are just crazy and just like wild and belligerent. But back in the days, they actually used to sing some crazy stuff in those songs too.
Absolutely.
Over some bebop.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like
Less instrumentals.
yeah. But I wish that's what they were saying.
No,
but
they
they were
definitely
saying
won't.
some wild stuff in those songs. And so, my thing is, if the sound is, there's a sound, but that sound was derived from something that was demonic, then why is it appropriate for us to do it? Or why is it a shame for us to go to the root of where the secular music is and like change it?
Then I think we would have to figure out what is the origins of all these genres. That would take some dig deep, and you would have to figure out what's the origin of these genres, who created, what type of lifestyle they live. And I was about to ask a question, and it may not be a question that we can answer, but I think it's just a question of thought, because we know that Thomas Dorsey, he used the elements of, you said
jazz, blues, swing, all of that.
Classical too.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some classical. I think the classical actually kind of came around like Andre Crouch and like really Richard Smallwood. Off of the top for me, and I could be wrong, but I think that Richard Smallwood was like really like the one who
the main one
really put the classical in there. I could be
Absolutely.
wrong,
I agree.
I that's
Because
if I'm not
because
mistaken.
when you think about it, in the schools, correct me if I'm wrong, but on the basic level of when we're learning music, whether that's, I guess, singing or the basics of any instrument with notes, you usually kind of turn to the classical side to get the basis of it, right?
Yeah.
Is that demonic?
I wouldn't classify it as demonic.
Yeah, rhetorical question, but
Secular, yes.
but
But
a lot
not
of this,
demonic.
stuff, and I guess to his point, some of the stuff we're using the same chords. We still
Right.
using the same diminish and the minors and blah blah blah. But my question was going to be, do you wonder if Thomas Dorsey lived a good enough lifestyle. I guess a set apart lifestyle enough to not be conformed to what he was, not to be conformed to the elements he was taking.
I think it was his intent too.
Well, you could have every intent to do it, but
I'm talking about the intent behind what you're putting out there.
Your motive behind
Your motive behind
the
it.
music you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about intent as well. I also wanted to just put this tidbit. Not everybody's conviction about music is going to be the same.
yeah.
Not everybody's on the same level spiritually when it comes to their relationship with God. Because we could talk about doing church, but we're talking on relationship-wise. And so out of our relationships, and we're all from the same household, the relationship that we have with God, there's a higher standard that we're held at. We're daily dying to ourselves and being living sacrifices. So when it comes to still talking about this baseline, I try not to, of course we try not to judge, but I'm not quick to be like, that's a sin, you need to not do that. God didn't convict them there. They're not there yet. It may not be something, me explain it to you may be the revelation that you needed, that God opened up your eyes, so now you're more aware when it comes to it. Because a lot of people don't even know the history of gospel music. So even talking about that is kind of like a revelation as well.
Yeah. And I guess the question is too: was gospel music ever original?
What you mean by like original?
We sample everything.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is sampled.
Even back in the day, just
I want
a
to
lot of
sample
I mean,
some of the songs
history
of
is
David.
always going to repeat itself. You
What you say, Jay?
know what I'm saying? So I think, what you about to say?
I just said I wanted to always wonder if someone would sample a song of David.
Psalm of David.
Yeah, that'd
So,
be crazy, right?
I wonder what his songs were
really
like.
sound like, right?
Right.
Besides reading it, but besides reading it, I wonder was there music to it, or
Yeah, I'm sure they got like
absolutely.
actual sheet music of like what it was.
But in Psalms, don't they state the instrument accompanying the song?
Some of them do.
some of them do.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not tripping.
Yeah, I believe
Just wondering
it.
what
You
it-
can
what it
actually
would-
What it
find the
sound
sheet
like.
music. Yeah, nah.
The cadence.
You gotta find somebody who could play, like who could read and like
And
play
find
the
the
sheet
instrument
music.
that they had back in that
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
The type of instruments.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure they had some thrifty stuff they was trying to put together, like because they used to handcraft everything. We ain't had no
Right.
power tools back then,
Right.
so
So it might have been big, medium, small.
Yeah.
Trumpet,
Real organic too. It probably sound amazing.
horns, organs,
Harp,
Harp.
salt string,
yeah,
string
cymbals,
instruments,
drums.
built by hand. That's crazy.
Symbols.
high sounding cymbals.
High
High sounding
cymbals.
them. My
Niggas
God.
loud. Yeah, man, that's
In the
good.
book.
It's good. I mean, but it's a lot of I will say, there's a lot of secular influence in gospel music now. I am a product, and I will admit it. I am a product of that. I grew up a little different than you guys. Similar, but I had a little more freedom to my music. Granted, my father still didn't want me listening to no crazy stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I remember one time when I started wearing headphones and listening to music, like he was a little concerned because he got to a point where he was like, hey. And I took my headphones off. He was like, what are you filling your soul with? I was like,
Ooh, see,
Come on, Pops. What are you
preach.
filling your soul with?
you know,
At the end of the day, that is the question.
yeah.
Think about that next time you put your headphones in.
And you know, I won't sit here and act like I didn't listen to some stuff that I shouldn't have been listening to. But ultimately, I also grew up listening to more than just gospel. Like my father would play Anita Baker. My father would play. My father loves Marvin Gaye. I love Marvin Gaye. My mother loves Lionel Richie. I listen to a lot of secular music. My father, I'm gonna be honest with you, my father's one of the most like versatile music listeners that I actually know. Like he showed me rock songs, you know, some jazz, Frankie Lyman, like all of the good stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, country music kind of got it too. But
Country music
do got
slap.
it.
country music, little CC.
Country music slap.
Okay.
But you know I feel like had I not been exposed to how those different genres sounded, my music wouldn't be as versatile as it is. You know, granted, yes, I listen to, you know, the Winans and Fred and, you know, BB and CC and Darwin Hobbs.
That was the closest thing we got.
Yeah.
Nah,
that was
facts.
it. That's the closest thing.
And that,
closest.
honestly,
That was the shift.
that affected me. That let me know it was possible.
Yeah.
You know, to incorporate all of these things. But, you know, when you got some people who say like, well, I can't listen to no gospel that don't sound like gospel. You know, it's like, well,
Many
technically,
different sounds.
Many different sounds.
it is. I'm like, well, you saying you don't want to listen to gospel that don't sound like gospel, but at the end of the day, gospel ain't even gospel. As you know what I'm saying?
About to say, I think
The
it's
gospel
the word.
is
Gospel,
it's the
good
words.
gospel is the good news
The
of
good
the
news.
Jesus,
Of Jesus
death,
Christ,
burial,
exactly.
resurrection.
Exactly. So, you know, the sound that you looking for, I mean, there's different ways of saying it. I'd rather a more traditional gospel. I'd rather something
to
a
say
little
it.
more closer to the to like the
There's a lot of different
standard.
expressions
Exactly.
because everybody's not the same.
And also there's a lot of people don't have the discipline to listen to gospel that has a different type of thing because it's going to make them feel like
Something else.
exactly. And that, you know, granted, that could be like you said, it could be you feeling the heaviness of somebody, what they were going through when they were singing it,
Right.
or it could just be a lack of discipline
Right.
of, okay, this has been gutted, you know, and prepared in a way in which I can receive it.
Right. That's good.
But it tastes too close to the real thing.
Gotcha.
So I don't want to do it. I'd rather just eat the kale.
And that's your personal conviction. That's where God has you.
Yeah.
I think that's a part of what you let in your spirit too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like me, I love me some gospel rap. I do. Whether it's
Nowadays?
still, absolutely, because just like James said, we're called to be different as believers, but I'm even different from the believers.
Oh no, I meant like I don't really know too many gospel
Yeah,
rap people.
I
nowadays.
know a
All
lot of
those, like,
artists.
Peyton Jones and
No, I know.
Crap.
I honestly, I be finding them on TikTok.
Huh?
They're local artists. There's one guy, Jeff Griffin. His album is called Scars, and he put his whole testimony. And the whole album is not rap, but he put his whole testimony into an album. And the first time I listened to it, I cried because he talked about suicide. He's a single father. He talked about wanting to give it up, give his life up. He shared how his family was praying for him. And so obviously it wasn't the traditional sound, and I don't listen to it like faithfully to start my day. But when I did listen to it, I'm like, man, this is a different style
inspiring, yeah.
that is going to reach somebody and still portray the gospel, because he was still, at the end of the day, he was spitting the word.
Yep.
And he wasn't taking it out of context. He wasn't twisting
perverting
it. No.
Yeah.
No. So, yeah.
I think as a whole, I think people need to be mindful of like the word secular. Like the word secular is not a bad word.
Right.
I think it's just people have made music perverted in the secular world that it has I feel like the word secular even has a stigma. Because, you know, nobody's going to stop you from your secular job,
You right?
you know, or your
You're going to
secular basic duty. So I think sometimes we have to come down to like what the word actually means.
That's good.
So that we just be mindful of that, and because sometimes things could be taken a little over the top when it comes to how people interpret the word secular.
Yeah, but
That's
you
good.
know the church demonizes what we don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nah, facts.
Instead of actually doing the research to get
That's
a
a
better
demon.
understanding. Okay.
Everything the devil. Everything the devil.
And everything is
Nah,
not.
some stuff is just you.
Right.
God just allowed it to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Warfare.
When
No, it's you.
Like when
It's
it, when
you.
it,
Just
calm
when it
down.
comes to
Everybody
when it
calm
comes to new things,
Everybody chill out, yo. It's like-
We love to not to cut you off, James, but we do love to give the devil so much more power than what he really has.
Nah, he's not that strong.
He's not that strong. And he's not everywhere at the same time doing everything to everybody. That's wow.
The devil not strong. He just slick.
Yeah, he goes off of what he sees. He's watching you. He's seeking.
You only got power.
He's
you give
slick,
it to him.
but here's the
Exactly.
thing. He's slick, but here's the thing. This is why, the Bible says to be sober and vigilant.
Yes.
Because,
Open up another layer there, Doc.
Yeah, Doc.
you have to be sober and vigilant. That's why you got to keep your head on a swivel. Because, if you're not paying attention and know the snares of the enemy, got you right there.
That's right.
I know you was talking about this book called The Bait of Satan.
Oh my gosh.
Talk a little.
John
just
Bevere.
give me a taste.
So I'll actually just sum it up. Moved home. God has been putting me in positions that I would have never imagined I would be in. A lot of my identity, I realized I set in what I could do and what I could produce as a creative, as an entrepreneur. And he pulled that out of me and showed me who I am, and is continuing to show me who he wants me to be as a woman of God. And so I came across the book. And when you read it, the topic of the book is basically talking about offense and how Satan uses offenses to hinder us and hinder and block things in our lives from happening.
Bruh.
When I tell you, as I was reading that book, my eyes was just so open to even the small little things. Obviously, we know about unforgiveness, but holding offense or not being able to let something go, something that was happening to you, something that happened in the past, something that was done, how it blocks your spirit and how it kind of like puts a wedge in between you and what God is trying to bring you to, teach you, strengthen you. Because sometimes we forget, like in some instances, long suffering is a fruit of the spirit. So you may be in a position where you're suffering at a job or suffering in a relationship or whatever. God showed me like the little offenses that we hold and pile up just keep putting you further and further and further away.
Stay in it.
And it's so much easier to hold offense than it is to say, you know what, I'm going to let it go.
Right.
And this past year, after reading that book, I had to learn to let it go and to be genuine in my truth with it. At first it was like, Lord, I'm gonna need you to help me, because it was preventing me from even being able to pray from a genuine standpoint. It was blocking my prayers. I couldn't get a prayer through because I'm holding offense and unforgiveness. So once my eyes was open in that way, you could hurt me. Look at what they did to Jesus.
Yeah,
A
facts.
perfect man who performed miracles, healed the sick, raised the dead,
flip tables.
flipped tables, removed the scales from the blind man's eyes. They still crucified him. So of course we're going to be hurt, but not allowing offense to hinder me and where I'm going and what God has for me. I learned that so much from that book. Shout out to John Bevere. Read the book.
Even in the Holy Writ, it tells us that if you have an ought against someone, you don't even pray. Lay your gift down.
That's word.
And go to the person that offended you.
Yeah.
So like that's one of the things that I know for a fact that many believers struggle with, because you think people in the world is bad. It's people right in the body of
I'm gonna give you the
Christ
book.
that can hold on and
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
let you finish.
Yeah.
Nah, because
That's good, James.
sometimes, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've gotten better with unforgiveness, but God put me through some situations where, like, I chose not to forgive. Like, I chose not to. I remember I went like 6 months without taking communion because
On purpose?
I knew enough.
that, though.
I knew it.
No, they're gonna go. They gonna go up there and get that crackhead
They
juice.
greedy. They like, yo.
They getting a sore throat over this communion.
Many are weak and sickly
Gonna be
among
sick.
They
you.
like, I've been sitting in this
Sick to your
service. I'm
stomach.
drinking
Right.
this juice.
The
My
one-
mouth dry. Nah,
But I think that's a
gonna
level
heal
of
you
maturity, knowing that I don't need to take communion right now.
yeah,
You
nah,
said 6
facts.
months?
I went
Wisdom.
6 months. I didn't take communion. I'm not gonna go into what happened, but it took a lot of forgiveness, because I'll say this much: it was a lot of spiritual manipulation that was being taught to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or, just being done. And, because I actually took what this person said as if it was merit. And now because they did one thing, and mind you, this is a person who is like in a high place in the church. And so because of they did this one thing that was so offensive to me, and, now I'm in a position where, like, I'm shocked that you would even do that to me, and then not feel any kind of way about it. Now I'm like, oh man, so it took me a long time, but then I realized that, and I actually saw this, and you want to know who actually brought this to my eyes? One, I spoke to your father about it, and he said, I'll never forget. That's how he said it, but that's not what he said. He was like, forgiveness doesn't mean that you have to be okay with what the person did.
That's right.
That gave me a lot of clarity right there. You don't have to be okay with what the person did. You just have to forgive them for what they did. Know that they're not perfect, and not allow them to be in the same position to do that again.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like that is the bait of Satan,
It is a bait.
because like you said, you talking about the gates. That is an entryway for the devil to get into you, by you leaving your heart open like that. You know what I'm saying? You going like this, but the Satan like, okay, I could get down here.
Yeah. Or
You
even
know.
the unforgiveness part. Like, don't sit here and be unforgivable or not forgiving others and then asking God to forgive you. It's like a
Yeah,
hand in hand. Now, honestly, I know that the word says that when you have an ought with your brother, you are to go to them. But sometimes even with going to them, the response that you go to get, you may not like. And so that taught me to stay on my knees and fight my battles in prayer. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not doing no subliminal post online. I still have to remain humble and rooted in prayer, because it's going to be the strength of God that's going to allow me to honestly forgive. And low key, for me, what I realized, it's better for me to forget some of the things that you did, so I can continue to operate from a genuine standpoint as a woman of God with you, because I still have to pray for you, genuinely. And God is still going to prepare a table for me in the presence of my enemies, not just my family and my friends. It's going to be people that stabbed me in the back and did me wrong. So
You know what I had to learn to do? I know what you mean is stick on this for goodness.
Yeah, no,
My
no,
bad.
we gonna move. But say what you gotta say.
What
I have
I had
something
to
to say, too.
what I had to learn at one point, and this is where I knew I had to like grow up a little bit in that area, because I thought I was good. I had to forgive the person without even getting an apology.
yep. Facts.
I had to accept the fact that this person is never gonna come to me and say, "I'm sorry for doing this.
Yep.
Can you forgive me?" No, I just had to do it.
Yep. And that's maturity.
So, can you repeat what you said about it was where it was pretty much you forgiven for what the person have done, right? I can't remember exactly what he said, but what the thought that came to my mind was what was just said now is literally what God does.
That's right.
I was taking that too.
We're not perfect. We sin. We do things. We're doing things that you don't like. We've done things that God don't like, and not just that God hates.
That's
it's one
right.
thing that God don't like something, but if you do something that He hates,
Abomination.
because
Okay.
there's literally things in the Holy Writ that God hates.
And he says it.
And even in that, he's still faithful and just to forgive you. Now, he's not gonna forgive your unforgiveness.
No.
That's one thing he's not gonna forgive. So if you have the spirit of unforgiveness, I pray that the Lord and the Holy Spirit will help and guide you through that, because that is a serious battle, and you don't want to live this life in unforgiveness, because if you don't forgive, Bible says your heavenly Father will not forgive you.
Yeah, and
My God.
you want to know what was funny? I'm gonna say this, and then we gonna go to the next topic. So, I watch Mike Tyson's podcast a lot, right? Mike Tyson, yeah, he did have I don't know if it's, I haven't seen any new episodes, but Mike Tyson said something that was actually profound to me. He said that you're giving that person the upper hand by not forgiving them.
Right.
They're winning. Yeah.
You giving that person control over you by not forgiving them. Because you know how much energy it takes to say, oh, I hate this person. Oh, you know, whatever. You know, you did this to me. You know, every time you see you, I want to punch you in your face, whatever. Like, you know, you're giving them a lot of energy that you could be using
Somewhere
to
else.
just
Release.
release and to go do something that actually is going to be more productive for you. Something that's going to take you further into what you know. So, yeah. All right.
That's good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. That was good. All right. So now what we going to do, I want to know your gospel Mount Rushmore. 4 people. Your top 4 favorite gospel artists of all
favorite.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Our top 4.
Yeah. Your favorite gospel artists of all time.
You starting, Josh?
Y'all want me to start?
Yours might be a little bit more.
All right, I started. Yeah.
You said favorite. Mount
Favorite.
Rushmore, but it's our favorites.
Yep. So, I'm going to say for me,
You look at my phone.
I
real
think
quick.
number 1 is obvious, but I'm going to say it anyway. Uncle Fred is number 1.
Yes, sir.
Number 2, I'm going to say John P. Key.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
I'm going to say John P. Key. Number 3, I'm going to say Kim Burrell.
As an artist,
Her music is amazing, bro.
like lyric wise.
Musically.
Okay.
Musically. Like what I listen to.
Yeah, on the music side, yeah.
Number 4. Who speaks to me the most? I'm just going like whose music
Speaks to you.
speaks to me.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Touches you.
Yeah, you know,
4 must-haves.
Jesus. Man.
You need to come back.
Yeah.
Last one pending.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
Dang.
Well, I'll start with mine. I am also a diehard Fred fan. So Fred is going to be in my top 4. As of recently, not just recently because we grew up on him, but Israel,
Israel.
my
nice.
guy,
Yes.
Israel is mad nice.
fundamental, foundational,
Change the
to this day will take me in praise and worship by myself. Key points in my life. Now I listen to his music and I'm like, I know what this man means even more. And then of course musically, it was just that live in South Africa or live from another level.
I was driving from Maryland and I was bumping the DVD.
Ooh. The DVD is different from the album.
Yeah.
It's different from the album. I was just listening to Breathe Into Me.
I was thinking about that song today.
I was listening to it. Just pure.
I found my number 4.
You found your number 4? Go ahead. So I said Fred and Israel.
Doobie Powell, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Doobie got it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I should have guessed that.
Doobie
Love Doobie.
got it. Doobie got it, bro. Shout outs to Doobie. I'm still trying to, yeah, we gonna talk.
Third, that speaks to me. I would have to say Mary as of recently too.
Mary go crazy.
Listen,
That was an era.
the Sound
sir.
album, Believer. Prior to then, Joy. As a
So many
woman,
names.
I feel
forgiving me. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Gosh, when I listened to the actual music of that, I was like,
I was actually bumping Mary on the way here.
James will put that Mary CD on, and we listening to the whole thing, no skips.
Shout outs to Warren Campbell.
Yes.
oh, bro, I never
Woo.
realized how much of a genius that man is.
Yes.
Yo, you
He
Warren
produced a lot of
Campbell
songs.
got a resume that a lot of people
unbelievable
are
resume.
not privy to.
I wasn't privy to it till last year.
You know, he worked with Tupac.
Yup,
Yep.
yup.
I can't
Look him up.
Nah, I didn't. When I found that out, and I know it's so much more that I may not know. But when I found that out, and then he started telling,
lot.
yeah, no, he worked with a lot of people.
I didn't
bro.
know. I
was
saw a
like,
video.
yo.
It was showing like the list, artists and songs. I was like, since when? Oh my
Crazy.
goodness. Your turn, buddy.
Not yet.
Oh,
My
no,
last
No, she
one.
got
My bad.
One more.
My last one. J Moss.
J Moss is honorable mention for me.
J
Okay.
Moss.
Okay.
J to the Moss.
No, that's a fact. That's my honorable mention. J.
Yes,
Moss.
sir. My guy to
J.
this
Moss is
day.
wild.
To this day.
That's a wild
A lot of
boy.
people don't
Right?
know
Wow,
about that
boy.
73 degrees.
Okay, 73 or that. Let's go to Florida. What?
Operator.
Operator. Get heaven on the line.
Don't
Yeah.
pray and worry.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
they don't know about
anointed.
that, bro. They don't know about that. They don't know about don't pray
Okay.
okay. bro.
Well, we love you, Lord. With Marvin Winans. Shee.
Don't let them take a joy.
If I could have had 5, it would have been the Winans family.
Yeah,
Everybody.
Everybody. The
BBC, Marvin,
kids.
Winans Phase 2,
All of
everybody.
All of them. A lot of
You can
people
say
don't know
I'm
about
stuck.
Winans Phase 2, yo.
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Baby Dub.
Coconut.
Coconut.
Coconut, come on.
Coconut.
Come on. Coconut. Hey.
I know you heard about that.
We know that rap word for word.
Nah, facts.
It's been a minute for me, so I might not.
It ain't been. I was
Nah, I
listening to
still
it
know
this
it.
week. I was listening to it this week. I'm stuck in this era of gospel. I'm not saying it's not. I don't have any new gospel, but that old Fred, that old J Moss, that old Mary, and that old Winans. I'm straight. And Israel. That's 5. Go ahead, James.
Honestly, this is going to be very hard.
This is gonna be different. I already know
probably
who's
gonna-
swimming there.
And no particular order. But definitely Todd Tribbett.
Yes.
Legend.
Had to give
Bro,
up my spot.
Listen, Todd Tribbett, man, come on. All the albums.
And
pretty
DVDs.
much. Yeah, DVDs. even
I missed
concept
the
and ideas.
DVD era,
What?
bro.
School uniforms.
I'm gonna say Kurt Franklin.
I'll give you that.
Mary. What was that? 3? That was 3.
See, 4 ain't enough. Can we do 6 next
I
time?
might. I might.
Would
Can
I
I
add on after the
Can I
Rushmore?
do 4 in an honorable mention?
Yeah, because I did an honorable
Okay.
mention.
Me
Go
too.
ahead.
I need one more, right? I'm trying to. I gotta go based on what I grew up listening to. Even though I may not be heavy on it. Actually, no. Wait, no. J Moss. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Come on now.
J Moss.
I'm
yeah,
telling you.
Pajam.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
jam.
Pajam and 2103 in them. Honorable mention though.
2103.
There's one person that you're gonna say.
Honorable mention. I'm gonna say Jonathan McReynolds.
Okay.
I'm so surprised you didn't say Jacqueline Carr.
Well,
I'm so
honestly-
surprised you didn't say. I thought you were gonna
honestly-
say Jacqueline Carr.
Yo.
Cause you know Jacqueline Carr like 12 years
Bro.
old. Jacqueline Carr,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like,
My favorite Jacqueline Carr song is Canaan, bro.
Kanan.
Yes.
Is that new?
I believe
No.
the greatest song.
Look it up. It's a drive. Oh my
You know-
gosh. That
No, I don't know that one. I think that might be some of the recent albums.
Yeah.
I like
Is
I
that
like I
recent?
like her first single and her first 2 albums.
Okay.
I see you will.
The Greater Is Coming project, and then the Life project, and then One Nation Under God. Those are like my top projects from her.
My
That's
favorite
like a couple years
song
back.
is
But my greatest, if you're talking about Jacqueline Carr, my greatest favorite song from her is Greater Is Coming. That's the greatest song that I believe she has ever done.
Okay.
But because that song that got me through high school.
It did.
Mostly. Yeah, because I think I was a freshman when she put that song out.
Okay.
I think I had
But
to
there
be
was something before
14,
that, right?
15. She had an EP.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
The
about.
EP smacked too. I ain't gonna hold you, but Greater Is Coming. That's my favorite. But definitely those 4 and the honorable mention Jonathan McReynolds. I love Jonathan McReynolds, man. Great music.
My favorite
great
Jacqueline
projects.
song was Jira, because I'm new to her.
You knew Jacqueline?
Yeah, I was new to Jacqueline, because like I told you, I was stuck in the time vault. Very much. So I would hear stuff that y'all would play and stuff
our
like
room?
that, or in your room, or
You used to be
but
blasting it all throughout the
I
night.
would be stuck in what I knew. But that Jira to this day,
Yeah, I like that. I like that
okay,
song too.
love that song.
Jacqueline, before I do my list, Jacqueline Carr, Lord, I Love You. I added that in one of my
That one I do
Oh.
know.
I added that in one of my playlists.
God.
I have a playlist where I make 3 or more songs circulate in the same key. So this one,
Such a musician.
so this one I have the key of C. I have Don't Want to Leave, I Feel Love You Melody by Israel Houghton. What's that by KCJ?
I'm
What-
yours.
No.
Fill
What
Me
shall
Up?
we say to these
Oh,
things?
If God Be For
If God Be
Us.
For Us, that one. And then Lord, I let that circulate. But anyways,
Such a musician.
yeah.
I do the same
I
thing.
got C, E
but
flat, B flat.
I do that.
I want to hear
D.
something different.
I
I'm
do-
gonna ride a song until I'm tired of it.
That's
then I'm
right.
gonna listen to another one.
That's
So
right.
what
It
I
depends.
have
I don't care
what
what
I
key
have
it's in.
done
It just better sound good.
what I've done was, and if y'all follow me, if some of y'all that follow me, y'all may attest to this. There were some points in my life, and I kind of stopped doing it due to, I guess, time consumption. But I have a worship playlist,
Okay.
and it's a lot of songs. And what I used to do every morning, whatever, and I always have it on shuffle. And even what you do sometimes with the key lines up, certain songs that I see that's
It's
coming
by
up.
itself sometimes.
Yeah, but there's some songs that's coming up
So
next.
prophetic.
But there's songs that's like down here. I want to bring it up there, and especially now the crossfade happens now.
Oh yes, thank you, Apple.
It'd be good. But needless to say, I have a playlist, a worship playlist, and it's on shuffle. And out of those songs that's really ministering to me that morning, I posted on my story. And I didn't realize how many people were touched by it when I stopped doing it.
Oh, you talking about the songs of the AM?
Songs of the AM.
Yes, please get back to doing the songs of the AM.
AM. And I'm
That
definitely
was touching me.
I'm definitely going to get back to that. But I a few months ago when I it was a few months ago, sometime last year when I got back into doing it, I had to do a poll because I wanted to see like how many people were actually, I guess, engaged in that. And I did a poll and I said, how do y'all feel if I brought back Songs of the AM? It was like a slew of people. And I was like, yo, like, where you been? Like, I've been waiting. I even had people to ask me to send them the link to my playlist because, like, it's
Yeah, that
it
playlist
can get down.
Is it public? Is it on Apple Music?
It's on Apple Music.
Okay,
and
yeah.
if y'all want, I can send it to you. But it's a lot of different songs, but it's just it fits into in my worship category. It could be all the way from Ty to Psalmist Rain to a little bit of Maverick City or to an old Donnie McClurkin song or
Yes.
even it's just all old. It's kind of old and new worship music that really ministers to me. To even like Kurt Carr and yeah.
Follow James for
It's
songs
like
in the
underrated
AM.
worship
Benita Jones.
songs.
Yes.
Nate, what's your top 4?
Oh, Benita Jones. Oh my gosh.
What's your top
So
4?
mine's y'all kind of touched on some of them already. Israel, I can't do it without Israel.
That's right.
Can't do it without Fred.
Facts.
Can't do it without Ty.
That too.
Just having 4 is tough though.
We need
it is.
6.
I might need 10.
Now we gotta
Really
do
might
4.
need 10.
Weird numbers.
So-
It's an even number, but it's still weird.
Yeah.
And I'm just going off my playlist. Like, if I had to just automatically make a playlist, Can I do it that way?
It's
still
what
part of my
resonates
favorites,
to
but,
you, yeah.
know, okay, so it's that, but yeah, I'm gonna put J Moss.
I feel you.
But honorable mention, Dave Hollister.
Thank you. I was just about to say it. I'm here.
Cause if I'm starting a playlist all over again, those people I'm automatically putting them in there.
Shout out to Dave
You
Hollister.
said Dave.
Gospel Dave.
Yeah. When you said Dave Hollister, you reminded me of oh man.
Witness protection, bro.
Witness protection.
You reminded me of
skips.
Brian Courtney Wilson. Just
I was gonna ask you if I could have another
smooth, boy.
Josh, I was gonna ask you if I could have another honorable mention because I feel like Brian Courtney Wilson does not get enough love.
Slept on.
He does not get enough love. My favorite song from him, what's it called? Touch Me. All I Need. Mm-hmm. All I Need.
Yeah, me too.
That song was
honestly,
singing to a waterfall.
He could sing anything, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
That joke smooth,
All
Jack.
I need is a touch from you.
He's smooth, man.
Nathaniel would be a piece of work if he could really sing. Okay.
Oh, let me tell you something. If I was able to sing,
man.
come on, man.
Oh, come, bro.
See, God knew what He was doing.
We be doing praise and worship, bro.
God,
Y'all lift your hands. Give him glory.
like to have a praise and worship
Put me in
night
E.
Put you in
and
E.
sing all the songs I like.
So amazing. That's not E, but you get it.
Yeah, man. All right, so we're gonna go to my last little segment.
Ooh, got another one.
Last one, right? You've been in service all day.
Nothing new.
10 a.m. I know we started at 11:30. 10 a.m. to, let's say, 3:30.
That's easy.
Or matter of fact, 4:30. Spirit got high. Where we eating at?
Here's my thing. And I know my wife is probably going to see this out at some point, but I told her this. After a service like that, where I'm ministering on an organ, I'm giving it my all, and my virtue is going and everything, I don't want to go to Olive Garden.
Because you don't have something at Olive Garden that you're really looking forward to eat. That's what it sounds like.
No, I do. But I want some ribs or something, a burger, like some chicken.
So the answer is Longhorn. I'm getting a Parmesan crusted steak with Brussels sprouts and the Wild West shrimp. Thank
I
you.
like steak.
Longhorn.
See, that's cool and all.
What you gonna say, Applebee's?
But the real answer to your question, Josh, it depends on what church you go to. But
That's a
the right church, after church, if you at the right church,
In the South.
you going downstairs to get some chicken or some fried fish with some hot sauce.
This is assuming
Fish-
we're
fish sandwich.
downstairs.
We talking about today, current
today?
time.
Yeah, we a little.
I mean, there's
churches
some
got
churches
bougie
still
now. They don't really
that-
serve.
Some do,
There's not a
some
lot of
do.
them.
All right, well,
I know a
in-
few of them that still do
in
food
that
after
case,
church.
in that case, I am going to Longhorn.
Yeah, we going.
Give me some
because
snakes.
we in Jersey.
Okay.
So
True.
we in the South. Oh, best
Waffle
believe
House.
I'm going to Waffle House.
Waffle House.
All of culture know we love Waffle House.
If I'm going back to North Carolina, I'm going to Carrabba's and getting a Tuscan grilled pork chop.
Bojangles.
That sound good.
Yes. Shout out to Carrabba's. Shout out to
Right.
Juan Carrabba's in Durham,
You
North
said in
Carolina.
the South?
Yeah. Waffle House, bro.
Either Waffle House, Bojangles, or any place that is like soul food heavy.
True soul
'Cause I want
food.
catfish.
Yes.
And some mac and cheese and yams.
Yes, something heavy.
with some hot sauce.
I
whether
wanna shout
Louisiana or Crystals.
Oh, yeah, facts.
See, y'all saying Frank's, but Frank's ain't hot.
Damn.
That's cranberry
Frank
juice.
said-
I need something that's gonna. Frank's don't do that to me, Doc. I'm sorry.
I want to shout
Frank
out.
Frank's ain't hot.
I want to shout
Sorry,
out
Frank.
this soul food restaurant. I went to Atlanta one time. This was, and then I'm gonna say this, and then we gonna wrap it up. But I went to this soul food restaurant. I remember this is around the time where I went to Atlanta for the Gospel Choice Music Awards, and that Sunday I went to Spirit and Truth. Shout outs to Pastor Mark Moore.
Shout out to Mark Moore.
Shout out to Antoine Cooks.
Why don't you just
You a
lean
bad boy.
over?
Yo,
and
man.
grab your
You a
neighbor
bad
by
boy.
the
Let me tell you
hand.
something. He was in Jersey and I didn't know.
Wow, I didn't know either.
It's all right.
Oh, you
I'm
talking about last weekend?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and book him
Oh,
for something.
yeah.
You gotta come back to Jersey, bro. We gonna work it out.
Facts.
Yeah, he's crazy. But I went to Spirit and Truth after that. I went to this restaurant called the Busy Bee Cafe. Oh,
I think I heard of that.
soul food
Atlanta.
spot. Yes.
Yes, I've seen it
Oh my
online.
gosh. And see, I think the thing is, those people like in Atlanta, they used to it, so they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now
up here.
we don't got Jersey. Ain't no shade because there are some good soul food spots, but none of them hit like.
Like the South.
is different.
The South is
South is
different.
different.
The South is different.
And if it does hit in Jersey, then they probably got ties from the South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Stop
probably
this, we went
from-
to in North Carolina with our cousin, where we got the chicken,
I don't
yams, mac and
remember.
cheese.
True
It was-
soul food.
And they put the yam juice on the
Oh
the
yeah.
chicken.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a whole nother level
You
right
gotta put
there.
the
Didn't I put
yams
hot sauce on
the.
it?
You gotta
The
put the
juice
yams
of
on
the
the mac and
yams on the
cheese though.
chicken?
Oh, of course. No, that's standard. Yeah, yeah.
You gotta mix them.
Yeah, that's the-
on the
But they
plate.
take the juice from the yams and
And put it
drizzle
on the
it
chicken.
onto the fried hot chicken.
Oh, okay.
bro.
It sounds strange, but it's
No,
actually
we show you the
very
video.
good.
It's
And then I put,
actually
and then I put
bussin'.
some hot sauce on it, man, like a sweet and spicy.
Yo, man, but I just want to say I appreciate all you guys for coming out and helping me kick this off. I really appreciate it. What better to start off than with family? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I appreciate it, man. But
Thank you, man. Love you forever.
love you too. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. More to come. Shout out your Instagrams. Make sure everybody follow you.
Nathaniel Williams with 2 S and 2 underscores. Nathaniel Williams.
Okay.
Underscore.
James Williams Jr. That's it.
Cosmmonae, COS2MONAE on all platforms.
Now, you know, if you're like me, I'm a little slow. You're going to have to do that. a little slower.
COSMMONAE.
And my Instagram is j.j.l.r. I'm going to say it one more time because you already forgot. J.J.L.R. Love, peace, and blessings. This is Unmuted.